Hello, alright lads, I've been doing a bit of work. First big thing, I have integrated the inventory into my original project, which by comparison to my inventory system is incredibly basic. Like this inventory system is far superior to anything else. You can see it's all working here, all good. Still working the same way. I've added a little more utility to it. This is working still, so now you can see the stats of the item. These are actually actual stats that I'm putting in here. So I have a few other bits now here. Mainly the kind of thirst, hunger, health is just these stats here. They're just being shown, and if you see if I add an item that like doesn't have it, or even if I like pipe doesn't have those at all, so it just doesn't show. It also doesn't have a weight or value apparently. That's must be my issue. And yep, same as always, I can move around and do all that crack. I've updated the health stats so that it actually works with health now. I've turned, I put use item. I've been working on this now for the last kind of hour or two. I've been putting use item into its own script. I've been trying to break stuff down into smaller pieces instead of doing it all in one script like I would normally do. Let's see here. Yeah, even putting it in here. See here, it's all in its own thing, and I'm kind of half working with it, and I'm just trying to do stuff a bit more broken down, script by script, instead of doing it all in the one script, because it's just not nearly as a. It works the same way, obviously, but it's a lot harder to read the code, and I know you end up fucking around with single signals and all, but it's worth doing. So no, it's nice now to have the inventory system integrated. This unfortunately there was a lot of stuff I had to drop because a lot of it was built around the inventory. The search area function is just gone. I just had to scrap it because it was adding items the old way, and adding items is very differently now. It's very different now with this new system. I don't actually currently have a way to add amounts of things or remove amounts of things. I'm gonna have to change that definitely with the adding. I need to be able to add many items at a time, for cutscenes. And if you killed an enemy and you needed to add, 50 gold to the inventory or whatever, that needs to be done. I can't be doing that manually every single time. That's a terrible, terrible way to do it. So no, apart from that, it's all been very good. There was a couple of issues to do with inheritance and dependencies when moving this new stuff in. When moving in the inventory system and deleting the old one, there was a little bit of issues, but I've managed to fix them all. I've actually managed to fix it just by I had a kind of a main scene that was just like this, just storing these two, and it seemed to have a bunch of inheritance and dependency. So I just deleted it and rebuilt it because all it did was store these two scenes, and that fixed like I had like 8 or 9 debugs, and that fixed all of it. So yep, moving around still works the same. I nearly forgot how it actually worked, but it works all good. Same as normal. Can't walk off the map. Very happy about that. And yeah, look, I'll leave it there. That's kind of about it. I'm gonna keep working on this now for a bit, and hopefully have items actually working because that's the next step. Right now they don't do anything. I need the items to actually function and be usable, so that then I can go on with other parts of the game. Then I can create a search area function that works. Then I can create a system where our stats actually deplete while doing certain actions, right? Searching the area, moving, eventually combat. I don't know if it's going to have a drain on hunger, or thirst, but of course on health. Um, so I need those things to be functional, and for that to work, I need the items to be functional. So that's the next step, is working on this search item, this use item function, which definitely needs its own script. It's too big not to have its own script, because if I'm having every like in BS, most items are just going to be adding their stats. Most items are just stat items, but then for items that aren't, that can still be used. I do want to have items with special effects, and those items I might have to deal with a different way. So yeah, look, that's the goods of it. Thanks very much, guys. Have a nice day.